Haters highlight your weaknesses. And if you're smart, you're like, he makes a good point. I do have bad calves. I better start working on my calves. Thank you for that feedback. Now I kick your ass because you pointed out my weakness. What a great consultant. We don't need a consulting firm. We just need to hire new haters.
Society doesn't require that you build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through. That's not a requirement of society. It's a requirement you impose on yourself to build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through. So impose on yourself this self-development of being in charge, taking charge of your life and your health and your future and your responsibilities and all the rest.
What separates me from a lot of people is they go into a daunting task, and the task is overwhelming. Like when I heard the pull-up record was 4,020 pull-ups, and I was talking about breaking this record, people are like, oh my God. I went right to a pen and paper. They go, what are you doing? I'm doing the math, man. What are you talking about? I'm open-minded to the fact that, okay, if I do 5 pull-ups in a minute for so many hours, I can get so many pull-ups in. How much time do I have to rest? I was breaking the math down. You have to be open-minded to the possibilities that I can do this. Once you shut your mind down to the possibility that it can be achieved, there's no way it can happen. So that's why my eyes and my body light up about things, because I know that if you're in a fight, you have to attack. You have to keep attacking. The enemy has to know he is not going to give up. You must break the soul of whatever is in front of you.
If I could have what I needed and wanted, accepting that I need and want certain things, what would that look like? And then you'll get a fantasy, because that's how the revelatory process works. Say, well, it might be not a very well-developed fantasy to begin with, but it doesn't matter. Get it down, write it down. Say, I probably like this, I'd probably like this, I might like this. This would be good. Get it all down. So your sort of provisional vision of the beckoning future. Then the program asks you to do the reverse. It's like, okay, imagine this instead. You take all your bad habits, these micro-personalities that are trying to sink you, and they get the upper hand, and where are you in 5 years? It's like, well, you're on the street, you're a prostitute, you're a drug addict, you've alienated everyone, you're a narcissist, you're successful but lonely, you're work-obsessed. I don't know what your pattern of temptation and pathology is, but you probably know. So you outline a little vision of hell. It's like, okay, I'm not going there, and I'd rather go here. Now you've got orientation, right, between the ultimate bottom and the ultimate up.
Everybody thinks hard work guarantees success. Are you working hard on the right things? Here's a big difference. People don't know the difference when they hear criticism and feedback. Motivated individuals, when you tell them something, most of the time they hear it back as criticism. When you tell a person who's elevated, they hear it as feedback. Feedback and criticism is exactly the same thing. It's how you hear. And your job as leaders, if that person is not succeeding and they're working extremely hard in something, you might have them in the wrong position. You see this happen in college football all the time. He is extremely talented in this position, but they move him to a different position in the NFL, and they excel even more.
At some point you have to give up on people. It's not about giving up on someone. Helping someone is a team sport. Success is a team sport. And if you find that you're the only player in their life when they should be the primary player, you can only do the assists. You'll never be the one making the baskets. That's their job. But if they won't take the pass, then at some point you stop throwing the ball. Listen, I cannot help you if you cannot be involved to help yourself.
If you took all the money in the world, divided it up equally among everybody, it would soon all be back in the same pockets.
Self-esteem was built at a young age. I had 0. So that's why that discipline for me was so fucking important. It takes nothing to be a loser. And that's why I hold most people to a higher standard, because I know how little it takes, little ability. Like you need no talent, you need no greatness inside of you, and you can still be a bad